Guys,
Girls,
welcome back in.
welcome back.
And we are doing some healthy or unhealthy dilemmas for you guys today.
Yes, sir. Hopefully, we can help you out.
Hopefully we can. I heard James Fuhad say that they want someone to ask for business and money advice. So here it goes. When did we say that?
We have said it a couple of times. Yeah.
We want business advice?
No one to give business advice.
Oh, they want someone to ask for it. Sorry, I read it wrong. I thought they were saying we were asking for business advice. I was like, on what business? I'm down.
Yeah,
I just don't know
yeah.
what business we're talking about. Sorry, guys. So they want someone to ask for business advice. Okay, my boyfriend and I have a custom design business that we started together, and business has been picking up, but it's not picking up fast enough for our liking. Interesting. I keep telling my boyfriend to be patient and that things will work out and get busy when the time is right. But I feel like I'm just saying shit.
I would too, to be fair. Optimistic. Yeah.
We do a bunch of different things, from custom sweaters and shirts and tracksuits to business cards, flyers, invitations, car decals, and other stuff that I can't remember
That's
right
a
now.
lot of shit.
Yeah, I know that my boyfriend wants more business and more clientele, and so do I, because it gives my brain something to focus on. But what would you guys suggest that we do? This is such a different dilemma. I'm so gassed. How refreshing.
It is very refreshing.
Usually it's just I fucked my boyfriend's dad, and
my wife's cheating on my neighbor.
my wife's cheating. Yeah, this is such a different take. We had to shut down our website because paying for it was getting expensive, especially with orders being slow. And I do admit that I'm not the best at posting on socials. I can do it. I just need a path to follow so I don't get overwhelmed. Any advice? I was just listening to a 2.5 hour business podcast on the way down here. So I'm ready to, I'm locked and loaded. I'm locked and loaded.
Go on, the floor is yours.
Let's break out half an hour of tips.
The floor is yours, G.
This is easy, right? My main thing is if someone, so they said, okay, cool, we've got a business. It's doing okay. We want it to do better. Don't know what to do. I feel like 9 times out of 10, sorry, Ram, I feel like I'm very angled over here today.
You're good.
I see you, bro.
Thank you.
I feel like 9 times out of 10, if someone put a gun to your head and was like, you need to make 100K from this business this year, what are you going to do? You would splurt out 100 things off the cuff that you're going to do. I feel, and even at the end, they were like, oh, I can do social media. I'm not the best at posting on it, but I like da-da-da-da-da. Already you've said, there's one main thing I know I'm not doing. Immediately you've answered your own question before we even go any further. I also think it sounds like they're either too spread.
Oh, bro, they're scattered.
Yeah. It sounds like we do custom this, custom that, custom this, custom that, custom this, custom that. I feel like if you're gonna do custom everything, you do one. It's not custom. It's one thing. If you're gonna do sweaters, tracksuits, cars, business cards, flyers, invitations, this, that, the other, you do it in one style that you are famous for. That everyone was like, I want this thing that they do, as opposed to we can do whatever you want. No one wants anyone who can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I watched a TikTok recently. It was talking about editors actually, and it was like generic editors are fucking themselves over by being too available, and like people think that YouTubers or content creators or businesses or whatever want like a I can do it all type shit. When realistically, if you're like, I am a podcast editor, if we are as a podcast looking for a podcast editor and someone's like, I'm a podcast editor, you're obviously going to hire the person who says I'm a podcast editor versus the editor who's just like, I can do whatever you want. You think you're providing a better service by saying I can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But realistically, it sounds like you can't do shit.
Yeah, you're spread too thin.
I experienced that personally, actually.
Oh, really? Go on.
So I had a invitation to edit a video that was in the football niche. I don't know nothing about football. I don't watch football. I don't know any of the memes or anything like that. But I said, no problem. I'll help out. And I edited the video. And to me, I thought I got it to a point where it was like, yeah, this is a good edit. Send it off. It's just missing something. Granted, they wanted it very much like Chris MD style. If you watch his videos. So I was like, okay, cool. Binged a lot of Chris MD videos. Tried to make it. It just wasn't exactly where they were after. They just took my project and sent it off to a football channel editor. He smashed it out of the park.
Oh, damn.
Smashed it out of the park. Because that's just not my style. I work on other things, but that stuff, no, it wasn't me. But it did show me very much that there are people that do this. And there are people that don't do this. And I'm in the latter half.
100%, bro. Like, that's the thing as well. Like, I feel like if someone came to us and was like, I need advice to be a better YouTuber, I feel like I can give like a certain amount of advice. But if they were like, I am 11 episodes into my podcast. I want to do this and that.
Yeah, you could talk a lot more.
Let's sit down and grab a coffee, bro. Because
Yeah.
this is my thing.
Yeah.
This is what I do.
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, so from just an outsider looking in, way too scattered. Find a niche. You either do one thing.
Very well.
Yeah, you can either like pick sweaters for one and be like, we do custom sweaters. And then you have like an array of all these different sweaters. And everyone's like, what the fuck, bro? If I want a custom sweater, I'm going to these people. Or you say, we do this design or this style or this theme, and we can do whatever you want. We've done it on cars. We've done it on sweaters. We've done it on tracksuits. We've done it on business cards. And everyone's like, that design's fucking sick. I want a phone case in this style that they do. And then, bro, there. So one, pick a niche, because this scattered bullshit is not doing anything. It's like, I remember my mum likes handyman, innit? And then I remember there was a guy who used to come over and do like prune our garden and shit. And he was just like well, go on.
Nothing, bro.
What were you gonna say? My mum likes handyman.
I
My mum.
I didn't say nothing, bro. I didn't say nothing.
We're doing pause looks over my mother.
I didn't say nothing.
That's fine. You didn't need to, because you, man,
I didn't say
it's
nothing.
fine. Mums are in play. Let's go on. Now I know, innit? Mums are in play. Mums are in play. Say less. Now I know. My mum used to not care about whether it's a handyman or a specific guy. And I remember the
Okay.
guy who used to prune our gardens, she asked, he was like, I can do whatever. And she had him look at like fucking putting on my brother's shelves in his room. And I remember at the time being like, why? Get someone who specifically does this shit to do this shit. Like, I don't, like, if he's a plumber, he's a plumber. If there's a guy in a van, he's not touching my pipes. Pause.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah.
So yeah, niche down. For one, again, social media for two, bro. No one's going on a random website unless you're paying to be on that sponsored thing on Google. No one's going on a random website on page 3 of Google
Yeah.
because they're looking for, and also no one's ever looking for something custom. They need to be told that they want something custom. I don't just
Very
wake
true.
up one day and be like, I want like a custom thing. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
That really doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So now realistically, it's only going to be friend of a friend of a friend. That's your clientele. So yeah, niche down immediately. Post on social media that niche. One style across multiple things, multiple styles across one thing. Pick a lane.
Yeah.
And then yeah, do the gun to the head thing. And if someone put a gun to your head right now and said, what would you do differently to get to where you want to be? Write down a list of all those things that you would do and do them. What would your suggestion be?
Bro, nail on the head. You've pretty much said almost everything I was going to say. I was going to double down on the fact that they're spread too thin. They're doing custom this, that, and whatsoever. They need to pick a lane and just go from there, because you're never going to make, especially as a startup business, you're never going to make a lot of money from a lot of things. You're going to make decent money from one or two things. You always have your best sellers.
80-20 rule, they call that.
Yeah, you always have your best sellers. In a restaurant, you could have 10 stars. 3 of them will do well. The 7 of them, you might like them, but it doesn't mean the rest of the world's gonna like them. So dumb it down a bit and stick with maybe 5 and then see how that performs. And then pick your best 3 and then try and perfect those even more and then go from there. Just because you think it's a great idea and because you're gassed about doing tracksuits, business cards, flyers, invitation, it doesn't mean your target audience are gonna like those ideas as well. Just dumb it down and pick 1 or 2 things and go from there. You probably make more money within a year than you have by doing 7 things.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Jordan 4s and Jordan 1s. Biggest sellers by far.
Yeah. You don't need any
And
other
I like
ones.
11s.
There you go.
That's crazy.
I love 11s.
There we go. There's
crazy.
people out there
And,
for the
yeah,
11s.
and Justin's the first person to ever say I like 11s.
There we go.
And then, but yeah, 80% of people want Jordan 4s or Jordan 1s.
That's it.
So just keep doing that.
There we
And
go.
no one looking for no Jordan 26.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
3s? What's a 3?
Yeah. What is a 3? I've dabbled in 3s. So I got out of there as quickly as I could. Yeah. But that's a really good dilemma. I'm glad that they asked that question.
Yeah, man.
What is the name of that 80-20 rule? It's called, it's like an Italian name.
Pareto principle.
Pareto's Law. That's it.
Okay.
Pareto's Law. This is a fun anecdote. Pareto was someone in Italy or some shit like that. I'm paraphrasing. Which is basically a guy who figured out that in a town that he lived in, I think it was Italy or France or whatever, that he realized that 20% of the people in that town made 80% of the money. And he tracked that law across pretty much everything and discovered that like in pretty much every business, 80% of the like revenue comes from 20% of the items.
Makes sense.
In a business, again, like 80% of the work is usually done by 20% of the staff. And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it goes across like pretty much everything. So they always say, like, for people who are trying to start a business, find that thing that's going to make 80% of your shit. And that applies to these lot.
Good dilemma.
Business gurus.
Bro, I swear to God, I could talk about business for days and days and days and days. And I hate so much. So me and Fred went to an event not long ago. And you'll like this, Rem. Remember Ali Abdaal?
Of course I do.
So we went to an event recently.
Was he there?
No, but he's like a really good like business and like productivity and all this kind of stuff YouTuber, right? And me and Rem used to watch his shit all the fucking time. And he used to do this yearly recap of this is how much money I made this year and where it all came from. My favorite thing in the world to watch. My favorite fucking thing. It was like my key driver to make money from content creation. I used to love it. I'm pretty sure I said it to you, man, all the time. God, it was like an hour long.
I watched them.
Oh, fair. It was so good. Anyway, there's a company that I've spoke about years ago called Heights, and they're a supplement company. They're actually really, really, really good, and they do subscription supplements. I met the founder of that company the other day, and it was Ali Abdaal who suggested that company in one of his videos years ago, and he approached me and was like, "Oh, you use our stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Oh." And we were just talking, and then he was like, I said it was Ali Abdaal who I remember he was talking about one of his videos, and he was like, yeah, me and Ali are really good friends, and I was like, sick. And then he was like, oh, did you want me to like pat a new man up? Pause. And I was like, you know what? No, because I have cemented myself in the fact that we do a certain type of content, and other people do another type of content, and sometimes I can have an interest that branches over into another style of content, but I shouldn't force other people to listen to that because I understand it's just me. Yeah, right. I understand it's just me and it's just not around. And I was like, I don't want to get into a position where I'm like, because we have the ability to sort these interactions, I'm forcing hundreds of thousands of people to tolerate a conversation that only I want to have.
Fair.
Joe Rogan does that a lot, and I rate him for doing it. It's actually part of the reason why he's so big, is that he only speaks to guests that he's interested in. But Jesus fucking Christ, sometimes it's boring. He'll decide he's into fishing and then just talk to like a guy who just came off like a 6-week fishing expedition. And it's just like, I don't give a fuck, dude.
People still lock in. It's crazy.
They do and they don't, because since he started, because basically obviously on Spotify, you can't tell how many people listen, how many people watch, and that.
Okay.
On YouTube, you can.
Okay.
Bro, some of his episodes tank, which is actually, we're getting off topic here, but I'm into it.
All right. How do you know they tank on Spotify?
No, because they're on YouTube now.
Oh, sorry.
You can see, bro, some of his episodes do not perform.
Okay.
It's so interesting as well because he's literally the biggest podcaster in the world. You'd expect all of them to have millions. Now, bro, the really boring ones really do just have low views. And then it gets you into the mindset of like, damn, there is this like weird niche, not even niche of content, but there is this one mindset of like, I'm just going to do the videos that I want to do. And I don't care if you guys like it or not. And I don't care if it gets 11 views. I'm still going to sit down with this guy for 3 hours because this is a conversation I want to have. And you're like, damn, that's actually really, really interesting. I like that. I like that you don't care. And you're still the biggest show in the world. And he didn't become the biggest show in the world by starting off with only doing bangers.
Yeah.
And then once he got big, he started doing like his own shit.
Whichever one he
like
wants
from
to do.
day one, he's just done his own shit.
Yeah.
And it's like this weird dichotomy of like, is there a space in the world for content like that still where people can just most of the time just do shit that they want to do and then rely on the bangers? Because the bangers still bang.
But he's allowed himself to get into a position where it doesn't matter if he doesn't do a banger for 3 months because he got paid 100 M's.
Also true. That's when there's rent to be paid. That's a different conversation.
Yeah, when there's rent to be paid, you're only doing bangers. His rent's been paid for his kids, so he doesn't care. He's going to drop what he wants
It's
when
very
he wants.
true.
I always find it interesting that the ones that technically tank still get what you would think is like not a lot of views, but like could be like 10,000 views.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, for context, I'm talking about like 300,000 views.
Yeah, his
standards of
His
tank.
bangers get like 30 million.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So in comparison, I always find it interesting because there's always that core audience that everybody has that will watch every single video that you watch, and then in that core audience, there's that specific little niche of people that this content relates to them so much.
Oh yeah.
And then you know gang, you man are my people.
Yeah.
So
It's very true.
I've always found that really interesting.
It is really interesting. Content's the most fun thing in the world. Guys, I could talk about this for 7 hours straight. One day I just want to just get it off my chest.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Just talk about content for hours and hours and
Why
hours
don't
and
you?
hours and hours.
Why don't you?
I don't know, because I want to bore people. And when I say people, I mean you, man.
I'm here for it, bro.
Yeah, but it's also,
I know you are.
even though I don't listen to Joe Rogan or watch Joe Rogan, like I could still agree or disagree with certain things you say about Joe Rogan. We can have a conversation about it. Do you see what I'm saying?
I know. I
So a
get it.
conversation can still be had.
No, I get it. And I'm just not even talking about just Joe Rogan. Like,
I'm just
talking
using an example.
bread. What are you talking about?
There's money in it.
In
If you just want to sit down in front of a camera, we'll make a course, bruv.
Oh, I don't want to do a course. I don't want to do a course.
You said you wanted to do. Actually, no. we're
Yeah, I
talking
don't
about
want to
something
do. I like course people creep me out. Course people stress and creep me out.
Young Skillshare.
else. You spoke about Skillshare before. About
I used to want to do Skillshare. They actually
you did.
changed their monetization
Bro,
model, so it's actually not as appealing as it used to be.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know. I used to make.
I was gonna
backs
say,
on
yeah.
there. I used to make backs on
Ali
there.
used to chat about Skillshare all the time.
Oh, bro, I was back in the day. We were like 6 episodes in. I was like, "Ram, we're doing a course on Skillshare." This is it. There's stuff that people don't know they need to know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro. People were making racks on Skillshare, bro. And yeah, I mean, you can do a course. Ultimately, it's irrelevant because I also am a true believer that just being good is the answer. Just being authentically yourself and just being good is the answer. And I feel like the more courses and the more blueprints that people put out, it pushes people further away from just actually just being themselves. It's not moving into this huge ass fucking expensive room that got us the views. We were still getting views when
True.
we were doing fuck all.
True. Very
So-
true. This just helped production.
Yeah,
really.
it's just nicer to look
It's
at.
nicer to look at. It's nicer for them to look at. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I feel like I'd be selling my soul to do a course because it's again 80-20 rule. The course, it would be like a course that people sit through hours and hours and hours and hours, and that will get you the 20%.